The Colosseum, a symbol of Rome's grandeur and power, was a place where life and death were intertwined in a brutal spectacle. It hosted a wide range of bloody games, including gladiatorial combat, which was a key source of entertainment for the Roman public. While most people imagine male gladiators in these brutal contests, historical evidence reveals that female gladiators, or gladiatrices, also participated in these deadly games. Although their numbers were far smaller than their male counterparts, their existence was not only real, but also a reflection of the complex, sometimes contradictory attitudes toward gender and violence in ancient Rome. Female gladiators, like their male equivalents, were either slaves, prisoners of war, or in rarer cases, free women who voluntarily chose to fight for a variety of reasons. The allure of glory, wealth, or a sense of defiance against societal norms might have driven these women into the arena. The fact that women were allowed to participate in these bloody contests in the first place is telling of the Romans' fascination with the grotesque and the extraordinary. Female gladiators provided a rare spectacle that challenged traditional ideas of femininity, thrilling the crowds that flocked to the Colosseum to witness their battles. The existence of female gladiators is well attested in historical sources, though references to them are often brief. The Roman historian Cassius Dio mentions an emperor staging games with women fighting as gladiators, suggesting that these spectacles occurred during the imperial period, particularly under Emperor Domitian in the late 1st century. A.D. Domitian, known for his extravagant and sometimes excessive displays of power, sought to dazzle the Roman populace by blurring societal lines, using female combatants as a tool for his political showmanship. The armor and weaponry used by female gladiators were similar to that of male fighters, although there were some differences. In some depictions, gladiatrices were shown bare-chested, a stark contrast to the male gladiators who usually wore armor. This provocative display not only highlighted the spectacle's brutality, but also sexualized the female combatants, emphasizing their role as both warriors and objects of voyeuristic fascination. However, their weapons, gladii, short swords, shields, and tridents, were just as lethal, and their combat was no less deadly. Like their male counterparts, they were trained rigorously in specialized schools, known as ludi, to hone their combat skills. Make sure to subscribe for more interesting content. One of the most intriguing pieces of evidence regarding female gladiators comes from a marble relief found in Halicarnassus, now housed in the British Museum. The relief shows two female gladiators, identified as Amazon and Achillea, in the midst of battle. The names themselves, referencing the legendary Amazon warriors and the Greek hero Achilles, reflect the Romans' penchant for mythologizing gladiatorial combat. According to the relief, these women fought so valiantly and evenly that they were granted an honorable release, known as a missio. This rare reprieve suggests that female gladiators could achieve the same level of respect and admiration as their male counterparts, even in the hyper-masculine world of the arena. Yet, despite these rare instances of respect, the participation of women in the Colosseum's blood-soaked games was not without controversy. Roman society, particularly its elite, had long-standing rigid views about gender roles. The idea of women stepping into a traditionally male sphere of combat was shocking and, to some, morally troubling. Roman women were expected to be modest, nurturing, and confined to the domestic sphere, so their appearance in the arena, covered in blood, fighting to the death, was a disturbing inversion of those values. Roman satirists like Juvenal condemned the spectacle, using it as an example of societal decay where traditional roles were being upended in pursuit of excessive luxury and depravity. Despite these criticisms, the Roman masses seemed to delight in the sight of female gladiators. Their rarity made their appearances even more thrilling. These combats were often staged as novelties, intended to add variety to the games and keep the audience engaged. Female gladiators might have fought other women, but they could also be pitted against dwarves, animals, or even male fighters. The Romans loved spectacle, and the more exotic the contest, the better. Female combatants, with their combination of strength, beauty, and defiance of social norms, provided precisely that. However, the reign of female gladiators was short-lived. By the early 3rd century A.D., Emperor Septimius Severus outlawed female participation in the games, effectively putting an end to the gladiatrix phenomenon. Severus's edict was likely influenced by a growing discomfort among the ruling class with the idea of women fighting in the arena. While the edict did not completely erase the existence of female gladiators, it did significantly reduce their numbers and presence in the games. The participation of female gladiators in the Colosseum raises fascinating questions about gender, power, and spectacle in Roman society. These women, who fought, bled, and sometimes died in the arena, challenged the boundaries of what was considered acceptable for their gender in a profoundly patriarchal society. Their existence, though brief and often controversial, serves as a reminder of the complexities of Roman culture, where entertainment and cruelty were inseparable, and where even the most rigid societal norms could be bent, if only for the thrill of the games. In the end, the gladiatrices who stepped into the Colosseum did so at great personal risk, just like their male counterparts. Their battles, while designed to entertain and distract the Roman populace, carried real stakes, life or death. Although their presence in the historical record is limited, the legacy of these fierce women warriors continues to captivate the imagination, standing as a testament to the extremes of Roman entertainment and the fluidity of societal roles, even in a world as rigidly structured as ancient Rome.